Hi, I'm Mark D'Amato. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the Sith Lords on the PC. As Vaklu said, his men are going to attack us, and here they are attacking us, so, we have a long fight ahead of us. But we're a Jedi and they're not, so this should be fairly easy. Tiny dueling shields. Is that all they all have? Oh, no, he has something else. Bindo's band. So that came from Jolie Bindo. The old bastard. Where am I supposed to go after being attacked? Contact you in the near future. Alright, cool. Oh no, here more. You really should get some way to counteract my Sith lightning. Or not. I'm fine with you just crumpling before me. Okay, what are you having a hard time picking up? A Zabrak pistol and a Rick blade. What do you have? Power shield, what do you have? That stuff. Alright, cool.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on?
Nothing at all, officer. Just minding my own business.
I see. But I could have sworn I heard something in the West Square. Oh. Carry on, citizen. There has been a serious accident here. The sky ramp is closed to all personnel pending an investigation. Leave, now!
Okay, I can't do anything with that. So, let's just leave.
You know what to do. Let's do it!
You guys want to kill me too? Jedi robe. Interesting thing for you to have, not being a Jedi.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
It means me, doesn't it? Also, what do you mean you don't know what target acquired means?
There was an alert over by the sky ramp earlier. I hope it settled that.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
Understood. We gotta move. How does a person fit in this thing? They have to lie down? What the? Return to Duxon.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway.
Why'd you want to stop the Sith?
The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebonhawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Okay, let's go. Who remains?
I don't think you'll be able to return to ISIS anytime soon. General Vaklu has a great deal of power. Even a Jedi couldn't defeat an entire army alone.
You watch me. I wait to get Atton back in my party. Give him his lightsaber. More Sith assassins? Fun. And we all get to level up. Okay, skills, doesn't matter. Feats. Feats. The next round, give unarmed specialist. Let's take... Master Critical. Powers. Force Screen. Sounds fun. Now auto level up you. And auto level up you.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph. Most of the recruits are scouting the perimeter. If they fail Mandalore again.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there.
Let's go.
Follow me.
Okay, let's get on the ship and have everyone hate each other. As always.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war,
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
but you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
It was a compliment, Bowder, not an insult.
I don't need compliments from a murderer.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
That's enough. This conversation is over.
Fine by me.
Okay, so let's talk to our merry band of misfits who all hate each other's guts.
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
What are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
So why are you here?
You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
I mean, why are you still here?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Sometimes there are things that can't be fixed.
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
It's all wires and switches to you, huh?
That's the way I see things. Traveling with you, I know there's something else in the universe, but I can't do anything about it anyways, so I'll leave it to you to take care of.
I told you, I'm not a Jedi.
They might not call you a Jedi anymore, but believe me, you are. It's not the sort of thing that you just stop being. You're stuck with it, just like you're stuck being the General. Was there something you wanted me for?
Never mind. Nothing seems to affect him.
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Has some questions.
State.
Nothing else to talk about.
Statement. Master,
Oh.
before you go, I had a question for you.
Well, you may not like the answer, but go ahead.
Query. I must express some degree of confusion concerning your actions. You are the one who followed Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not?
I am. Why?
Observation. Well, Master, I was not at Malachor 5 during your near-genocidal reaction to the Mandalorian threat, but I feel that I may have been constructed as a result of that.
Care to explain?
Observation. I believe that Revan determined that mass slaughter on such a scale may no longer be needed to achieve his aims. So perhaps you are responsible for my creation.
So you were created during the Mandalorian Wars?
Answer. No, Master. I was constructed shortly after the beginning of the Jedi Civil War.
What targets were you assigned?
Answer. Well, Master, unless you were operating on my central control cluster, I would be somewhat hesitant to discuss my targets, but I suppose it could do no harm. During the Jedi Civil War, I was responsible for certain strategic targets. For some reason, Revan did not feel that the Republic presented much of a military threat. Aside, I am somewhat unclear as to why this was so, but Revan did have a certain biological instinct regarding such things, so I will simply say that there were probably reasons for such an assessment.
I don't understand. Why fight against someone you don't feel is a threat?
Answer. Revan felt the true war was against the Jedi. Observation. It was not something discussed with much of the others, but I think Revan recognized that a single Jedi, both in the past and in the present, could turn the tide of a conflict. So my targets were frequently Jedi, or someone close to a Jedi that could result in their corruption or collapse. Revan often assigned me to kill leaders or supporters of certain Jedi so as to erode their will.
Where did those tactics come from?
Answer. Revan saw the pressures of war on Duxon and knew that even in the heat of conflict, Jedi could be broken, not physically, but psychologically. Observation. It is a curious thing to assassinate and wound someone's personality, to assassinate them psychologically, and it took me some time to reconcile the acts. I am much more used to their direct approach. Still, I served well and killed many Jedi.
If I need to kill a Jedi, how would I do it?
Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest.
Like what?
Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself.
What weapons would you suggest?
Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack.
What any defenses you would suggest?
Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields.
What about countering force powers?
Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous.
Anything else?
Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice.
What do you mean?
Answer. Kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago.
You seem to have thought this through.
Cautionary. Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more common to succeed than planned incidents.
Ooh. Thank you.
Jedi, like San Kyvers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests.
Are you the only one killing Jedi?
Answer. No, Master. In addition to traps, mines, and orbital bombardment, Revan and the Sith often employed meatbag assassins for some Jedi skilled in the same techniques that I was trained in. Strangely enough, Revan believed that meatbags that did not use or believe in the Force were especially important, since in many respects, they were more difficult for Jedi to detect. Revan had many of them trained to hide their minds, as it were. Again, once these techniques were learned, the percentage of living Jedi began to decrease accordingly.
Hide their minds? How?
Answer. Generally, this was done by broadcasting strong emotions while thinking about something else. It was a curious technique, but it seemed to be effective in blinding Jedi. Whether guilt, lust, fear, they act as mental interference, making finding the true intentions of the broadcasting meatbag difficult.
I don't understand how that would work.
Answer. Obviously, a Force-sensitive broadcasting such emotions puts themselves at a risk of not using the Force properly, since to use it seems to require an inner calm that most meatbags do not possess. As much as the Jedi could not use such a technique, the Sith Lords cannot use it for much the same reasons. Such passions as guilt, lust, and fear are really strengths to the Sith code. Statement. The Master felt it was ironic that only people who had experienced such passions could harm Jedi in such a way that to kill Jedi, you had to be a human being. Revan found that quite amusing.
How many ways to kill Jedi are there?
Answer. The odds of me being forced to use such techniques against you has decreased, Master. There are some methods I could describe if you wish.
Alright, go on.
Statement. Overwhelming odds is also a good tactic, Master. There are few Jedi that can long hold their ground against 100 attackers all firing at once, or being turned on by their own troops. But the most effective weapon against Jedi seems to be the erosion of the spirit.
What do you mean?
Answer. Revan claimed that psychological warfare against Jedi was important because much of their power comes from their state of mind, their connection to this religion called the Force. Revan said that many Jedi have the capability to form connections to life around them, although few of them realize the extent to which this is possible. Recollection. I believe my master speculated that many Jedi did not fully form such connections because of their discipline, because they never opened their lives to the passions around them. I believe Revan termed it that one would need to be a human being to develop such connections. It is something that the Jedi Code could not teach. One simply knew it instinctively or not. Observation. Master, I am somewhat surprised that I need to explain this to you at all, considering your past with Revan.
What are you talking about?
Answer. Why, he said you had such capability, Master, but it would be your downfall. To tie so much of yourself into others, if they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan pitied you, Master. It was very insulting, if I may say so.
Sounds like a Force bond.
Clarification. Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such. When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt, it weakens them. With the Jedi, however, it is more pronounced, since they are extreme examples. That is why Revan felt that Malachor 5 was so important. It was intended to be a conversion tool.
That's insane.
Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of hard-fought battles, I detected a significant statistical increase in Jedi following Revan over the Jedi Code. A compromise in principles brought about by battlefield conditions. The emotional weight of war changed Jedi morale, power, and eventually their allegiance. Conclusion. I believe the Mandalorian Wars were to beat the Mandalorians, and also to allow Revan to build the foundation of his army.
Great understanding of Mandalorian wars and the Jedi wisdom bonus and a force point bonus.
But I am surprised you have not already arrived at this conclusion. Surely the loss of your troops and the Jedi who served under you at Malachor V had a detrimental effect upon you and your ties to the Force. And I suspect your desire to be around others ever again.
So, you're saying the Revan intended to break the Jedi?
Observation. Master, that was the lesson of Malachor. Any Jedi involved in the systematic slaughter on such a scale cannot help but doubt and question themselves.
Revan ordered us to kill Mandalorians in Malachor, not Jedi.
Observation. Master, I do not believe that the Mandalorians were the true target at Malachor. I believe that the intention was to destroy the Jedi, break their will, and make them loyal to Revan. I do not know if you examined the records of the deaths on Malachor, but you cannot escape that many of the Jedi and Republic soldiers who died were not Revan's strongest supporters. Observation. I believe that Revan was cleaning house at Malachor V. What ones did not die became Revan's allies against the Republic.
We're not having this discussion right now.
Statement. Yes, Master. I must confess, I enjoy it when you are so authoritative and dismissive toward me. It bodes well for your treatment of our enemies.
Okay, that seems to be everything that HK-47 has to say. Let's see if there's a... Nope. Before we talk to Hanhar, let's upgrade our lightsaber with the new crystal we got. Okay. Let's talk to Hanhar. Are you alright? Alright. That Hanhar has nothing new to say. Now that I'm mined, don't want to listen to his growling much more.
Yes?
Could you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
And, any reason I have to fight without clothes? Little exposed.
Your modesty has no...
Okay. Questions? I want to talk to you about your mother.
What of her? This is already known to me.
Okay. Does the Force... You can use that same power, but take a stronger, darker path.
I think I have...
Okay. Good! Finally!
It has always been in my thoughts. As I followed Atris, perhaps what I wished to follow was the call of my bloodline, of my mother.
Good.
I felt incomplete, hollow since her loss at Malachor V. And with your help, perhaps this wound might be healed.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me to wield the Force as my mother did.
Excellent.
To fight those that would threaten us and end them.
Only if you renounce Atris and swear loyalty to me.
I wish to follow you, not Atris. It is you I wish to serve. Teach me. I shall not fail you.
Then hear and obey. You have the makings of a dark Jedi Guardian within you, and it is time I showed you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you, as I honor the face of my mother.
The handmaid has been seduced along the path of a dark Jedi Guardian. Yes!
Betrayal.
It's delicious.
Betrayal.
Betrayal? Mistress? She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the Exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth. And it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, Mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine. who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Something up?
Questions?
All right.
Nothing interesting. All right. Let's talk to Mandalore, see what he has.
Yeah, what do you want?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
You seem awfully complimentary of Revan, considering he almost destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
Perhaps the Jedi thought the Mandalorians a threat not worthy of their attention.
Then the Jedi were fools as well as cowards. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now is there something else you needed?
What was it you wanted to ask me?
You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why? We'd never faced.
Okay, I already got this.
We thought we were trying. What did you think of? And that you ever? Listen, we look around you. I asked. Just think. Now is.
What can you tell me about the Mandalorians?
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian...
Kodo's freaking out there in the background.
Survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
My life has revolved around the same things.
Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, is there something else you needed?
Are you certain that the clans will follow you?
We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens.
Some Mandalorians don't seem to have that same spirit anymore.
The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then he exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken, and our pride destroyed, many lost their way. But I will change that.
I'd like to help you.
I would appreciate your help. Many in the Republic look at the Mandalores as wild and violent killrath. Now, after many years, a new Mandalore has returned. We have a long tradition of honor in dealing with allies and those who provide us aid. It's a tradition that those we war against are quick to forget. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, is there something else you needed?
Can you do anything to help out?
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, is there something else you needed?
Never mind.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
I had questions for you.
You may speak.
Nope, there's nothing worth doing. Talk to our new apprentice.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should... That, and I had forgotten how... You may have.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence.
As do all slaves. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, you have no value to me.
We all have value in our oath. When importance is placed on... I do not know. I meant no offense.
Okay, had other questions?
You may add.
Would like to return to the Academy on Telos.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes. You may add.
Can you teach me more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
Never mind. And random dark side. I approve. Anything from you, Kreia?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Can you tell me about the Tauren Drak crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else you wished?
Never mind. Gotta repair this dark crystal. Well, refit this dark crystal, rather. And maybe we should actually finally have a word with Visas. Visas?
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
In Medbay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
How did you find me?
I felt you. Heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know. And that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
You are in no position to permit anything.
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
I order you to take me to him.
It is a choice that can be made by neither one of us. Do not be so quick to meet that which you do not understand. Use the time you have now to grow, to train, and to strengthen yourself.
I am ready to confront him now.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
And why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your world now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill on such a scale, it's impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did your master destroy Qatar?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
He attacked because the Jedi had gone there.
He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud, why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
I had some other questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Was your master the one sent to Peragus?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same, the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Other questions?
I will answer what I can.
Was your master behind the destruction of Peragus?
My master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within the Sith. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. They believe you are the last...
Other questions?
I will...
Hydra species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Limited ability. She can use her foresight in first-person mode, and also use the force by assigning force points.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
There is no gift in pain, except the gift of strength.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see, what I see. First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now in your mind, reach out.
My eyes aren't closed at all.
Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
You have gained a bonus Force points and foresight.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power, and with it you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
I'll be going now.
Forgive me, but before you go I must ask, why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
Why? It is only that a weak servant is of no use at all. Surely the Sith has taught you that.
I must warn you, if you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
I do not understand where your power of the dark side comes from. You are too even-tempered and submissive for my tastes.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
Enough. Leave me.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Okay, now we're gonna upgrade our lightsaber, and then call it a video. Workbench is in here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, and just upgrading this lightsaber for my apprentice. Okay. And the short lightsaber for my offhand at the moment. Pretty good for an offhand weapon. I have every intention of using the other lightsaber again, but until then, I'm gonna if I can get another full-size lightsaber, I'll use that. But until then, I'm gonna do Katana Wazakashi style with my lightsabers. This is mainly an offhand weapon. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. We'll not quite sure where to go next, possibly Korriban. But until then, I've been Merrick D'Amato, and may the Force be with you. Ciao! Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!